Right, listen up, you petrol heads. Before we had roaring engines and screaming tires, getting around was a right pain in the backside. Imagine, if you will, a world without cars. Unthinkable, isn't it? But back then, the horse and carriage were king. These contraptions, often smelly and bumpy, were the primary mode of transport for centuries. They were slow, unreliable, and required a whole lot of looking after. You think filling up your tank is bad? Try shoveling horse manure all day. But hey, it was better than walking, right? The horse-drawn carriage was a symbol of status and wealth. Owning one meant you were a somebody, someone important. It was the beginning of personal transportation as we know it. And let's be honest, there's a certain charm to a horse-drawn carriage. A sense of nostalgia for a simpler time. But come on, who are we kidding? They were slow, smelly, and frankly, I wouldn't be caught dead in one. The late 19th century saw the world change forever. Forget horses, we had a new beast in town, the internal combustion engine. This magnificent contraption, this symphony of metal and fire would revolutionize transportation. Suddenly we weren't at the mercy of hay-powered transport. We could travel further, faster, and without the, shall we say, aromatic side effects of our equine friends. The first motor vehicles were admittedly a bit rough around the edges. They were noisy, unreliable, and scared the living daylights out of anyone who wasn't accustomed to their speed. But boy were they exciting. This was a new era of speed and freedom. The open road beckoned, and the world would never be the same. The invention of the combustion engine wasn't just a technological leap, it was a cultural earthquake. It changed the way we lived, worked, and played. And it all started with a bang, a puff of smoke, and a whole lot of grease. With the combustion engine roaring to life, a new breed of pioneers emerged, the car manufacturers. Names like Ford, Benz, Daimler, and Renault became synonymous with innovation, ambition, and a touch of good old-fashioned competition. Henry Ford, the American industrialist, had a vision to make cars affordable for everyone. And he did just that with the Model T, a car so simple and affordable it took the world by storm. Meanwhile, over in Germany, Karl Benz, a name synonymous with luxury and performance, was busy creating some of the most sought-after automobiles on the planet. These early car manufacturers were more than just businessmen. They were visionaries, dreamers who dared to imagine a world on wheels. They faced skepticism, setbacks, and countless technical challenges. But their relentless pursuit of innovation laid the foundation for the automotive industry we know today. And what an industry it is! From humble beginnings to a global powerhouse, the car industry has shaped the world in more ways than we can imagine. Section 4. A world transformed. The automobile's impact on society. The automobile wasn't just a new invention, it was a cultural phenomenon. It changed the way we lived, worked, and played. Suddenly, we were no longer confined to our immediate surroundings. We could travel further, faster, and with a newfound sense of freedom. The rise of the automobile led to the development of new industries. Petrol stations, motels, drive-in theaters. It created jobs, boosted economies, and transformed the landscape with roads, highways, and suburbs. But it wasn't all sunshine and tail fins. The automobile also brought its share of problems: traffic congestion, pollution, and accidents. It's a love-hate relationship, really. We love the freedom and convenience cars provide, but we loathe the downsides. Yet, despite its flaws, the automobile remains an integral part of modern life. It's a symbol of personal freedom, a testament to human ingenuity, and a source of endless fascination for petrolheads like me. Section 5. Electric Avenue. The future of transportation is here. Now, let's talk about the future, shall we? The internal combustion engine, that magnificent beast, is facing its biggest challenge yet: the rise of electric cars. Electric cars are no longer a futuristic fantasy. They're here, they're quiet, and they're surprisingly quick off the line. With concerns about climate change and dwindling fossil fuel reserves, electric vehicles are seen as the future of transportation. Now I know what you're thinking, but Jeremy, what about the noise, the smell of petrol, the raw power? And you're right, electric cars are a different beast altogether, but trust me, they're no slouch when it comes to performance. The future of transportation is electric, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's a new era of automotive innovation, one that promises cleaner, more efficient, and dare I say even more exciting cars. So buckle up, because the electric revolution is just getting started.